This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
And a very pleasant good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the final game of Day 4 at the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. My name is Josh Eldridge, ready for this one between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club, the final semifinal of the day. The winner here will go on to play the Klamath Falls Falcons in the championship game tomorrow at noon, designated by Nelson being the number 1 seed out of the National League. They are the home team. And Kelso is the number 2 team out of the American League. So they are the visitors in this one. They will get the first ups, as we'll get you the starting lineups in just a bit for each of the squads. But again, the game we just saw a few minutes ago, a 14-13 victory for the Klamath Falls Falcons to book their trip into the finals tomorrow. Again, the winner here will go on to face them. And the winner of that game tomorrow at noon will go to Ephrata, Washington for the Babe Ruth World Series next month. And as we look on your scoreboard there, Kelso Premier in the dark blue and Nelson Baseball Club in the maroon, their secondary color. First pitch of the ball game to Schallenberger is fouled off. 0-1. So the starting lineup for Kelso Premier: Schallenberger leads off. Landon Patterson bats second, followed by Owen Combs, then Nat Kinshaw. Zach Ruwalt bats fifth, and then Patrick Bartroff. Jeff Glass, followed by J.C. Francis, Isaac Lemons, and then Daxton Thomas, the starting 9 for Kelso. Ground ball is going to end up foul. So an 0-2 count to Schallenberger. Aiden Ramsey on the bump for NBC. This team has only scored 10 runs through their 3 wins so far in the tournament. As we take a look at this stat line so far for Ramsey this season on the mound, he's got an ERA of 0.0. He's only pitched an inning and 2/3 in this tournament. And that was strike 3 called. This brings up Landon Patterson. Patterson this season batting .500 in 24 at-bats. He's got 12 base hits. He bats now with 1 away in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. It is, well, it's going to have to wait as Patterson calls time at the plate. We'll get you the starting defense for NBC after this pitch. Here's the offering from Ramsey. It's popped foul. Count moves now to 0-2. Behind the dish is Gould and Rogan Stanley at third. Ty Martin in short. Stemkowski at second and Caven Winters at first. Kyler Collier in left. Lathan Fitch in center. And Schultz in right for NBC. Here's the 0-2. It is a ground ball. Foul down the third base line. Patterson was a little bit out in front of the off-speed pitch, so we'll do it again, 0-2. Off to a little bit of a late start in this contest after the Klamath Falls game ran a little bit late. Again, a 14-13 final, so you can imagine that game would last a little bit longer than the allotted time slot. The 0-2 pitch is called for ball 1. Patterson Steps back in, awaiting the pitch from Ramsey. Here it is. That is popped up over to second base. Stemkowski over to make the catch for the second out. So 2 away now for Owen Combs. You can take a look at the numbers for Combs this season. He's batting .345. His 12th game played with Kelso comes in the semifinal of the Pacific Northwest Regional for Babe Ruth Baseball. Here's the pitch. 1-0, the count to Combs. Fouled back. 1-1, the count to Owen Combs. On deck, Matt Keenswaw hoping to get a chance. Just getting started from Klamath Falls at Kiger Stadium as the wind blows out to dead center field. 325 down either line, 350 to left and right center, and 385 to dead center field. The 1-1 on its way to Combs. Here it is. That is taken for strike 2. A beautiful slider broken off by Ramsey to find the zone. He's ahead in the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is lined in right field for a single as Combs gets down. So Combs aboard and Matt Keenswaw to hit now for Kelso Premier. Keenswaw stepping in now. He's a .300 hitter for the season. Here's the pitch. Is a ground ball to first, foul. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. It's taken for strike 2. An 0-2 count to Matt Keenswaw. Coming set on the mound is Ramsey. Here's the delivery. That's taken for a ball outside, 1-2. Still in the top of the first and scoreless at Kiger. Runner on the move and a foul ball as Combs is going to have to head back to first. Kelso Premier, coached by Emilio Foden. And the Nelson Baseball Club, manned up by Connor Vermilia. The 1-2 pitch to Keenswaw. That is lifted into center field. That could be trouble, but Fitch is there to secure the catch and end the inning. One runner left for Kelso, or one runner left on for Kelso on one base hit. Still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first on the Pacific Northwest Babe Ruth Regional at Kiger Stadium on Mason.com.
Sports was kind of what defined Me as a person, I love to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Bottom of the first inning, leading off for Nelson is Martin. First pitch misses inside to him, 1-0. Looking at the performance for Martin so far this tournament, he's batting .200 at the top of the order for the Nelson Baseball Club. The pitch is hit right back out to Bartroff, the starting pitcher for Kelso, and one away. Patrick Bartroff, the starting pitcher for Kelso. Bartroff has pitched in one game already this tournament. And we'll get you the stats for him this season. Patrick Bartroff, in his third start, an ERA of 1.35. Fouled back to the second hitter in the order, Collier, 0-1. Both of these teams battling for a chance in the final tomorrow at noon. Here's the 0-1. It's taken for a ball. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. (3-1) is Bartroff having trouble finding the zone against Collier. It's Caven Winters after that, then Aiden Ramsey, Lathan Fitch, Schultz, Stanley, Gould, Miller, and Stemkowski round out the order for Nelson. We'll get to the defense for Kelso after this 3-1 pitch. That's going to, that's going to miss. A walk for Collier. The starting nine defensively for Kelso: Ruwalt behind the dish, Owen Combs at third, Landon Patterson at short, Kyler Schallenberger at second, Matt Keenswad first, Daxton Thomas in left, J.C. Francis in center, and Jeff Glass in right. Small lead off of first for Collier. The pitch to the left-handed hitting Winters is taken high for a ball. Bartroff trying to find the strike zone against Winters. Here's the pitch. That is taken high, 2-0. The pitch from Bartroff is hit foul. 2 balls and a strike. Patrick Bartroff, according to the head coach from Nelson, Connor Vermilia, is committed to the United States Air Force Academy. The pitch on the way, the 2-1. That is hit in the air to right field. Glass under it now, battling the sun, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Aiden Ramsey, the pitcher, batting in the cleanup spot for the Nelson Baseball Club. And the pitch to Ramsey is taken high. 1-0. The 1-0 is popped up behind second base. Schallenberger in shallow right, and he will make the catch to end the inning. NBC leaves one stranded after the walk. We go to the top of the second scoreless as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Trying to lose weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Well, we're back in the top of the second inning and a 1-0 count to to Rualt. Almost came in and hit Ruwald. Now 2-0. It's going to be Ruwald, Bartroff, and Glass, the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the order. Pitch comes inside and misses. Three balls, no strikes to Ruwald. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk allows Ruwald to reach base. Now the pitcher, Patrick Bartroff, looking to get on base, help out his own cause as we are scoreless in the top of the second. Now aboard at first, a courtesy runner for the catcher. That looks like it's going to be Sebastian Jensen. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt is Bartroff. The pitch misses outside. 1-0. A lot of energy from the Kelso dugout. Love to see it in playoff baseball. Couple step lead off of first by Jensen. Time called by the batter. Fine time to remind you of the wonderful sponsors that make tonight's broadcast possible. Henris Roofing and Les Schwab Tires, Pop Howard's, along with Diamond Home Improvement, Sherm's Thunderbird, and Howard's Meat Center. The 1-0. That is a ground ball towards second. Stemkowski over to second for 1. And that'll be it. The lead runner is out with 1 away. Would also like to thank Tom Keller Country Financial for securing us some Chinese food in the press box tonight. I think they're going to argue about the interference possibly at second to have the runner Bartroff at first. The ruling we've seen in this tournament is if the runner does not slide going into second, that it's interference and the batter would be called out as well. So, but now we have to decide along that ruling because we've seen it once in the tournament. But this time the rule doesn't apply, so safe at first, Bartroff. Ugh. Okay, Jeff Glass to bat. Glass with a runner at first. It's Bartroff with 1 away. Strike inside the batter's box, 0-1. Couple step lead off first for Bartroff. Comes set is Ramsey, and the pitch. On the move is Bartroff. The throw is in time, and they got him. And so it ends up working out for Nelson as they got the base runner anyway. Stemkowski applied the tag. But again, Bartroff didn't slide, ran right into the defender, and seems to have hurt his arm a little bit. That did look like a bang-bang play at second. Well, the huddle behind the mound. And everyone looks to be okay, as that wasn't Stemkowski. That was actually Marin. Yeah, so Tristan Marin was a little banged up on that play, but he looks to be okay. Glass still at the plate with an 0-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. No, a drop third strike, and the throw is going to bring him off the bag. Great dive into first by Glass as the third strike was dropped, and so a runner aboard at first. So Jeff Glass extends the inning, and that brings up J.C. Francis. Francis batting from the left side. 2 away. And Ramsey looking in to find the sign from Gould. Move over to first. Back safely is Glass. Pitch misses. 1-0. After Francis, it's Lemons hoping to get a chance. Here's the 1-0. It's taken outside, 2-0. That is a bouncing ball towards second. Stemkowski charging underhand toss to Winters at first to retire the side. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second between NBC and Kelso Premier in the semifinal of the Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Leading off this inning for Nelson is Lathan Fitch. First pitch is going to miss high to him. We're in the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club. It's Fitch, Schultz, and Stanley due up this half inning. The pitch from Bartroff is waved at and missed by Fitch ahead of the off-speed pitch, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one is a bouncing ball towards third. Playing it on a hop is Combs. Throw over is in time. And a great stretch by the first baseman, Kinswa. That was a great stretch by Kinswa at first. First out in the inning. Batting now is Caden Schultz. 0-1 count to him. Schultz at this tournament for Nelson is batting .400. The 0-1. Taken for a strike, 0-2. Base is empty, 1 out. 2-strike count to Caden Schultz. The pitch. That is hit sky high to left field. Going back is the left fielder Daxton Thomas, and he is underneath it to make the catch. Had to run about 60 yards over to his left, but he completes the play. Second out. Batting now is Rogan Stanley. Stanley, the right-handed batter, going up against the left-handed throwing Bartroff. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball to third. Combs up with it. Hard throw across the diamond, and Keenshaw makes the play to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no runners left. We head to the top of the third as we continue your coverage of the RUTH Pacific Northwest Regional Tiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Isaac Lemons batting now for Kelso Premier. It is 9-10-1 due up this half for the team from Kelso, Washington. Here's the pitch. Taken outside for a ball, 1-0. As we re-enter in this ball game in the top of the third, still scoreless between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club. Winner here plays Klamath tomorrow at noon for the Pacific Northwest Championship. The 1-0. This is in 2-0. Set is Ramsey, and the 2-0 delivery comes inside, 3-0. Daxton Thomas, then Kyler Schallenbarger. .30 finds the inside third. 3-1. Swung on and missed on the changeup. Lemons now in a full count. 3-2. That pitch misses inside as well, and a base gifted to Isaac Lemons. Daxton Thomas to bat now with nobody out and a runner aboard at first. Move over to first and back safely is Lemons. Showing bunt was Thomas, pulls back in time. Still a 1-0 count to Daxton Thomas. So we take a look at the stats for Daxton Thomas on Kelso Premier. Thomas batting .083 as he shows bunt but fouls it back. Ball on a strike. Thomas has appeared in 18 games but only had 13 at-bats. One hit in those 13 at-bats. The 1-1. Again, Thomas shows bunt and fouls it off, so unlikely that he'll do it again in a 2-strike count. Although we've seen wilder things in this tournament. 1-2. Ramsey comes set and delivers the 1-2. It's swung on and missed. Runner on the move, Lemons, and the throw winds up in center field. Lemons going to be safe. And Thomas goes down on strikes for the first out. Batting now is Kyler Schallenbarger. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. First pitch on the way to Schallenbarger. Takes it for a strike. Looked to be the off-speed pitch right down Main Street. 0-1 to Schallenbarger. On deck is Landon Patterson with one away. The top of the third. Scoreless between Kelso and Nelson. The pitch almost got Schallenbarger on the elbow, but he ducks out of the way. 1-1. And not sure if you can hear it on the broadcast, but a lot of energy coming from that Kelso dugout. Move over to second, and the throw goes wide left. Now trying to advance to third is Lemons. The throw into third is going to be in time, and they got him trying to advance to third. The aggressiveness on the base paths from Lemon does not pay off. Now 2 away, and Kyler Schallenbarger still at bat in a 1-1 count. The pitch to Schallenbarger. It's taken outside. It finds the strike zone for a 1-2 count to Schallenbarger. From the windup, Aiden Ramsey with the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed. Might have been a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the top of the third, scoreless from Kiger. Wind blowing out to almost dead center field. It's 385 to dead center, 325 down either line, 350 to left and right center field. The 2-2. Bouncing ball to third, Stanley over, up with it. The throw onto Winters at first, a stretch, but it's in time. Going to the bottom of the third, still scoreless between Kelso and NBC in the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Bottom of the third inning, and Patrick Bartroff still on the bump for Kelso Premier. Leading off for Nelson is, it's going to be Carson Gould, the catcher, getting things started. Fastball misses high, 1-0. So it's Gould, Miller, and Stemkowski. That's 8, 9, 10 in the order. The 1-0 misses in, 2-0. Bartroff pulled the string on Gould out in front of the changeup. 2 balls and a strike. That pitch misses wide, 3-1. And so Bartroff gonna have to dig here. This will be the 24th pitch of the outing here in the bottom of the third. He's making efficient work of Nelson so far. Pitch finds the zone, 3-2. Full count pitch. Here it is from Bartroff. That swung on and missed, and Bartroff got him. Mason Miller batting now, the extra player in the order for the Nelson Baseball Club. As he looks to get things started with one away in the bottom of the third. A ground ball over to third. Owen Combs snags it. Hard toss across the diamond, and out number 2 in the third. Raider Stemkowski stepping in now against the left-hander Bartroff. The pitch. Check swing, misses down and in, 1-0. Bartroff looks in, gets the sign from Ruwalt. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball on a strike. And Stemkowski just a bit late on the heater there. Bartroff delivers the 1-1. That one is right down Main Street. Might have been a little bit low. 2-1. A good job by Stemkowski to lay off a pitch that must have been low. That one misses in, no question. 3-1. On deck, it's the top of the order for Tristan Marin. Fouled off, the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And we're in the bottom of the third, still scoreless in the semifinal of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional. Bartroff comes set, looks in, kicks and delivers. That is ball 4. And a 2-out base runner for Nelson. That is the second walk issued of the ball game for Bartroff. The one other was Kyler Collier. But now it's to the top of the order for Tristan Marin, who's 0 for 1 today. Bartroff delivers. Called a strike. Fastball on the outer third. The center fielder, Francis, shaded quite a bit to the left. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss. 1-1. Runner on the move as Stemkowski breaks, and that one's going to be fouled off. Love the group of kids that run after every foul ball here at Kiger Stadium. Used to be in Little League, I would get a free hot dog whenever I returned a foul ball. Don't think that's the case here at Kiger Stadium, but the kids try all the same to get the foul ball. 1-2 count to Tristan Marin. And the delivery. Swung on and missed on the elevated fastball. And we're going to the top of the fourth, still scoreless between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club in the semifinal of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Top of the fourth inning, still scoreless. No runs on one hit, no errors for Kelso. No runs on no hits, one error for NBC. Still on the mound for Nelson is Aiden Ramsey. Here's the pitch. It is a foul ball by Landon Patterson. 2-3-4 in the order for Kelso. Patterson 0 for 1 in the ball game. It's an 0-1 count. And the pitch. That is hit in the sky to right field. Schultz moving over, making the catch for the first out. So Patterson goes down on the flyout, and that brings up Owen Combs, 1 for 1. He's the only batter on Kelso Premier to record a hit to this point in the ballgame. In fact, the only player in the ballgame, period, to record a base hit. The delivery from Ramsey. He's going to miss wide. 1-0. The pitch on the way is taken high for ball 2. Owen Combs settles back in for the 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Misses inside. 3-0. Really appreciate you being with us tonight, wherever you are in the world listening and watching. We're coming to you live from Kiger Stadium at Klamath Falls, about an hour and a half east of Interstate 5 and right off Highway 97 here in Klamath Falls. It's cooling down a little bit this evening. We saw 90 earlier, but right now it's only 83. It's a beautiful night for baseball in the Basin. The 3-0 comes in, and that's going to hit Combs. He's aboard on a hit by pitch or a walk. My name is Josh Eldridge. Really glad to be with you all tournament long. We started back on Wednesday with 4 games Thursday, 4 games yesterday, and this is the 4th and final game this afternoon. It decides the second finalist out of the Pacific Northwest region, as Klamath Falls has already secured their spot after a 14-3 win earlier this afternoon. At Keenswaw batting now with Owen Combs aboard at first. The pitch is taken down and in. 1-0. NBC, the Nelson Baseball Club, the number 1 seed out of the National League. Kelso Premier, it's the number 2 seed out of the American League, and that is why these two teams playing each other here in the semifinal. The 1-0 on its way to Keenswaw. And time is called, I think, by the batter before the pitch is thrown. And that will be the case. The 1-0 pitch to Keenswaw. Taking the 2-seamer, running away from the lefty outside for a ball, 2-0. Pitcher Ramsey checks the runner Combs at first. The 2-0 to Keenswaw is taken outside, 3-0, and now Keenswaw can afford to be picky at the plate. If he doesn't like this pitch, he didn't have to swing at it with a few strikes to work with. The pitch to Keenswaw. It's taken for a strike. The low and inside corner, 3-1. Lead off of first for Combs. Checking the runner is Ramsey. Comes set and delivers the 3-1. That's going to be called a strike as well as the count runs full. And now Keenswaw has to choke up just a bit in a 2-strike count. That one is hit to left field and in for a base hit as Combs is going to advance to second. And Kinswa aboard at first with a one-out single. That'll bring up Zach Ruwalt. Stepping in is Ruwalt. He is without a at-bat yet. He walked in his only plate appearance. And Ramsey going to step off. As Ruwalt calls time at the plate. Still scoreless in the top of the fourth. One away between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club. Coming set is Ramsey. And the delivery is a check swing, but Ruwalt fouls it off, 0-1. The count. Ruwalt and then Bartroff waits on deck. Set is Ramsey and the delivery. It's taken wide, 1-1. Small lead off of first for Kinswa. And time is called again by Ruwalt. Ready again is Ramsey. Checks the runner at second. No one there to hold him to it. Here's the pitch. Called a strike on the outer third, 1-2. One away in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. It is a ground ball over to short, backhanded by Marin. He's going to go to third for the force, and they get the lead runner. Two away, and that'll bring up Patrick Bartroff, the pitcher for Kelso. Looking to get something going for his ball club. They've yet to plate a run, and there's two away in the top of the fourth. It's a stark difference to the game that we saw earlier this afternoon that ended 14-3. Right now we're scoreless with two outs in the top of the fourth. Bartroff awaits the pitch. Here it is. Swings and misses at the first one. 0-1. Waiting on deck after Bartroff is Jeff Glass. This will be the 62nd pitch of the night for Ramsey. Here's the pitch. That is popped up behind third. Rogan Stanley underneath it, and he will drop it in foul territory. Patrick Bartroff awaits the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. 1-2. The 1-2 is lined in left field. Collier is going to let that one drop in front of him. Kinswa around in third and headed for home, and Kelso fires the opening run of the ball game. They're up 1-0 in the top of the fourth. RBI single for the pitcher Bartroff, and that brings up Jeff Glass. That was a bird. That was a bird. All right, yeah, we just had a bird almost fly into the press box. That's what's distracting us. Jeff Glass is up at the plate, the right-hander. Bats now with 2 away, and Rualt at second, and Moore aboard at first as the courtesy runner. The pitch. That is a line drive into left field. Collier right underneath it. Hardly had to move to put that one away. But Kelso strikes first, 1 run in. They leave 2 stranded. They lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the fourth at the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger State on mybasin.com.
On Top Tree Services have one of the highest buckets in town. No job too small, no tree too tall. Operating since 2017, this crew's ready for your land clearing, tree removal, tree trimming, stump grinding, and fire prevention. On Top Tree Services offers same-day estimates. I can't mention this enough. If a tree falls on your house or vehicle, they offer a 24/7 emergency tree or limb removal. Give them a call today at 541-882-8707. On Top Tree Services, fast, easy, and reliable. CCB 216014.
We're back in the bottom of the fourth, and Kelso leads NBC 1-0, but now it's up to the baseball club to answer back against Patrick Bartroff. He's pitched a stellar game so far, has a no-hitter going through 3. As Collier leads things off. Ball and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out to Kyler Collier. Here's the pitch. It's got to be taken. 3-2. Bartroff delivers the 3-2. It's called ball 4 and a free pass issued to Collier. Aboard at first, and that will bring up Caven Winters. It's 2-3-4 in the order for the Nelson Baseball Club. Winters, and then Ramsey waits on deck. The 1-0 is taken for a strike. The fastball middle low to Winters. That one gets away from Ruwald. Advancing to second is Collier. So Winters, a prime opportunity with a base hit, could score Winters. Or pardon me, could score Collier. Two balls and a strike to Winters, and the move over to second and back safely is Collier. One to nothing in the bottom of the fourth, and Kelso leads in a game where the winner goes to the championship game. The 2-1 is grounded foul, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The champion of the Pacific Northwest region will head to Ephrata, Washington next month for the Babe Ruth World Series. The 2-2. Lifted foul out of play, so we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This will be the 50th pitch for Patrick Bartroff. Already the last we'll see of him on the mound for the tournament, so likely that he will go up until he can't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is lifted, shallow right field, moving over the second baseman, Schallenberger, to make the catch, and moving over to make the grab, 1 away. And what I mean by go until he can't, that's either until he reaches 105 pitches or the manager pulls him. Manager of Kelso, Emilio Foden, will probably ride Bartroff until the bitter or sweet end. He has pitched a fine ball game to this point. Through 3 1/3, he's yet to give up a base hit, but Collier stands at second after a walk and a pass ball. Here's the pitch. Fouled back, 0-1. Pitch home to Ramsey. He's taken inside, a ball and a strike. Ramsey today 0 for 1. The 1-1 set with Bartroff and the delivery. That is going to be right off the shin of Ramsey, and he immediately goes to the ground. Trying to walk it off. Those ones sting. Man, oh man. It looks like Ramsey's going to be okay, and thankfully so. He fouled that one right off the inside of his leg. But you just have to walk those off. But boy, do those hurt. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 away to Ramsey. The pitch. It's going to miss outside. 2-2. Fouled back. And so the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. After Ramsey, it's Lathan Fitch. A ground ball into left field. They're going to wave around Collier. No, he's staying put. Now they're going to try to get the runner off at home. The throw is going to go wild, and scoring on the play is Collier. And so we've got a tie ball game. The first base hit of the game goes to Ramsey for Nelson, and it scores a run. Liam Carlson going to come in and run for Ramsey. And the turn of events has us tied in the bottom of the fourth. So in steps Lathan Fitch, the left-hander, looking to give his team the lead. That one is hit into center field. Francis over. Under it now, makes the catch. Tagging from second is Ramsey. The throw is going to be held up by the cutoff man Patterson. So 2 away and a runner at third. That's going to bring up Schultz, Caden Schultz. So it's Schultz still awaiting his first pitch. The right-hander settles in as his team has scored 1 in the inning. The pitch, that is popped foul, 0-1. Strike called on the outer third, the 0-2. Popped up behind first base. Keenswaw might have a play on it. And he does! What a play in foul territory by Matt Keenswaw. That will end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, tied at 1 in the Pacific Northwest Babe Ruth Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Top of the fifth inning, and it's going to be J.C. Francis to lead things off for Kelso Premier. That's 8, 9, 10 in the order for the Premier Ball Club. We're tied up. Winner goes to face Klamath tomorrow at noon for the Pacific Northwest Championship. And so Francis in this game 0 for 1 today. And still on the mound for Nelson is going to be Aiden Ramsey. The delivery from the right-hander is taken wide for a ball. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for Kelso. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error for NBC. Here's the pitch to the left-hander Francis from the windup. Off-speed pitch called, strike 1. A beautiful curveball from Ramsey just froze Francis. It's then Isaac Lemons, then Daxton Thomas. Again, it's 8, 9, 10 in the order. The 1-1. It's a check swing, but a called strike 2. And the throw down to third like it was a strikeout, but Gould got a little bit too far ahead of himself. It's just a 1-2 count. The 1-2. That one is going to miss now. Ball 2. The changeup away evens the count to Francis. Francis awaits the delivery from Ramsey. The right-hander delivers from the windup. That is a bouncing ball towards third. It's going to be picked up by Marion. No, he allows it to get past him in left field. That's going to go in the books as a base hit for Francis. He's aboard at first. Isaac Lemons is without an at-bat yet tonight. And again, not sure if you can hear it on the broadcast, but that Kelso dugout is loud. They have been loud all night, and not in a bad way. I love the sportsmanship. I love just the presence of that dugout. Maybe didn't have a whole lot of fans travel for this event, but it's like a student section at a basketball game in that dugout. First pitch to Lemons. He lays down a bunt. It's going to be fielded by Ramsey, the pitcher. Takes the easy play to first for the out. Advancing to second on the play was Francis, and 1 away. Oh, and 1, the count to Isaac Lemons. Oh, no, pardon me. To Daxton Thomas. First pitch to him, the second one on the way. Thomas takes strike 2 on the outer third. Ball and 2 strikes to Thomas. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. The 1-2 on its way from Ramsey. It's taken wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big lead off a second from Francis. The delivery home. Swung on and missed, and down goes Thomas as the second out in the inning. Back to the top of the order now for Kelso and Kyler Schallenbarger, who is 0 for 2. He struck out once. That was the third strikeout of the game for Aiden Ramsey in his second time through the Kelso order. The shortstop, Marin, over to cover as Ramsey steps off. Schallenbarger into the right-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on the elevated fastball. 0-1. For Schallenbarger this season, as we take a look at the numbers for him, Schallenbarger is batting .545 this season with Kelso. The 0-1 is a breaking pitch that's smashed into center field. Under it now is Fitch going back, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Go to the bottom of the fifth, still knotted at 1 as we continue your coverage of Day 4 of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate.
Rogan Stanley to lead things off for the Nelson Baseball Club in the bottom half of the fifth. It's going to be Stanley, then Gould, then Miller. First pitch fouled back, 0-1. We are tied at 1 in the bottom of the fifth inning of this semifinal of the Pacific Northwest Regional. The winner plays Klamath tomorrow at noon here at Kiger Stadium. Admission's been free all weekend. I anticipate that it'll be free tomorrow as well. Come on out and support these teams if you get the chance. The 1-1 misses wide, a ball on a strike. It's, of course, if you're here in town, I invite you to come on out to Kiger Stadium and join the festivities. But if you're sitting on your couch watching this one, you might as well stay put. We'll be here tomorrow at noon to cover the championship game right here on mybasin.com. It's been your home for Pacific Northwest Regional action all tournament long. The count, a ball and 2 strikes to Stanley, who's 0 for 1 today. Bartroff comes set, and the left-hander delivers. Curveball misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and down goes Stanley for the first out in the bottom of the fifth. And Bartroff has been dealing all game long, but he's done a nice job of pitching to contact. That's only the 3rd strikeout for him this game. Brings up Carson Gould. He's 0 for 1, one of the strikeout victims in the game so far. A ball and a strike to Gould. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. Gould and then Miller waits on deck. And it's called a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a line drive right to Landon Patterson. It's short for the second out. Didn't even have to move. That's going to bring up Mason Miller to bat now for Nelson. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Miller. That's a bouncer right back to Bartroff. He gloves it. Underhand toss to Kinshaw at first to retire the side. 1-2-3 goes NBC as we go to the top of the 6th. Tied at 1, and your continuing coverage of the Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on Basin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Two balls, no strikes as we welcome you back to the top of the 6th inning. Landon Patterson at the plate. Aiden Ramsey still on the bump. That one's popped up in the infield, and it's going to be put away by Ramsey for the first out. And apologies for being a little bit late to that at-bat. We're in the top of the 6th inning, still tied at 1 between Kelso Premier and the Nelson Baseball Club. It's going to be Owen Combs to bat now for Kelso Premier. Combs is the number 3 hitter in the order, so Matt Kinswa on deck. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outer third. Oh, 1 swung on and missed, and Combs way in front of the changeup from Ramsey, 0-2. 84th pitch of the night for Ramsey on the way. Going to miss wide, a ball and 2 strikes. Each team scored their run in the 4th inning. 1 run on 4 hits, no errors for Kelso. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error for Nelson. And the pitch to Combs is on the way. Taken for a ball, low and away, 2-2. The 2-2 to Combs. That's going to come in and hit him a free base for the third baseman for Kelso. Matt Kinswa to bat now. He's 1 for 2. He scored a run his last time around. The pitch to Kinswa is taken inside for ball 1, 1-0. Move over to first, and Combs is back safely. Kinswa batting from the left side against the right-handed throwing Ramsey. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Kinswa right on that, but swung just over it. A ball and a strike. Middle infield, a double play depth for Nelson. Marin at short and Stemkowski at second. That is fisted to third. Diving for it was Stanley. Just came up empty, but that'll be a foul ball. Great effort by the third baseman to try to make that snag, but it'll just be a foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes to Kinswa. Here's the delivery. Taken well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After Kinswa, it is Zach Ruwalt waiting on deck. No movement in the Nelson bullpen as Ramsey surpasses the 90 pitch marker. Here's the 2-2. Taken inside. And Kinswa Three balls, 2 strikes. Thought that hit Kinswa, but it'll just come real close inside. A full count. Now you got to see if Combs decides to be on the move. The pitch. That is called. Strike 3. Kinswa goes down looking for the second out. fifth strikeout of the night for Ramsey, and that will bring up Zach Rualt. Rualt is 0 for 1 today. He's also walked. The throw over to first is going to allow Combs to get back safely. Couple of step lead off of first for Combs. The delivery from Ramsey. Here it is to Rualt. Takes strike one. Called strike against Rualt on the outside fastball. He's shaking his head, but he's down 0-2. Combs, couple of step lead off of first. The 0-2 pitch from Ramsey as he comes set. The delivery. It is called low. Ball one. On deck, hoping to get the chances, Patrick Bartroff. The pitch. That is called strike three on the curveball to Rualt, and he can't believe it, but he's the third out as we go now to the bottom of the sixth, still tied at 1 as we continue your coverage of the Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium, Basin.com.
Trying to lose some weight and get in shape? Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club provides a clean and friendly workout environment with professional and experienced staff to help you achieve your goals. They offer state-of-the-art equipment, indoor tennis and pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, tons of group exercise classes. They're the best exercise facility in the Klamath Basin. Plus, they now have a smoothie bar to give you a nutritious boost after your workout. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Bottom of the sixth, and Bartroff in a 1-1 count. That one is fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. To Rogan Stemkowski. 10th hitter in the order for Nelson. This will be pitch 76 for Bartroff. Ground ball into left field, and that's a leadoff single for Stemkowski. Top of the order now for Nelson. It's Tristan Marin, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Showing bunt, pulls back, and that's called a ball. 1-0. Bartroff has been efficient this game. This is only going to be a 78 pitch through the 5 innings he's pitched so far. Not a lot of strikeouts. He's making Nelson put the ball in play. That's a ball down and in. For Bartroff so far, we'll get you the line score. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 3. Marin showing bunt again. Pulls back. That's a strike. Small lead off of first by Stemkowski. The delivery is a line drive. That's in for left field into a base hit. Back-to-back singles, and Coach Fodden coming out to talk to Bartroff. Again, a special thank you to the sponsors here at Kiger Stadium who've made this broadcast possible tonight. Henris Roofing and Les Schwab Tires, along with Pop Howard's and Diamond Home Improvement, Sherm's Thunderbird, and Howard's Meat Center, along with our own sponsors here at the station, including Abby's Legendary Pizza, On Top Tree Services, along with Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club, Coldwell Banker, Holman Premier Realty, and Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Conference on the mound between Emilio Fodden, the manager for Kelso Premier, and the infield has entirely come in with Patrick Bartroff. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and just to remind you, obviously you'd be able to tell if you're watching the live stream, but Kelso Premier, the visiting team, and the Nelson Baseball Club, the home team, as designated because Nelson Baseball Club went 3-0 in the National League and won that division. Kelso Premier went 2-1 in the American League and placed 2nd there, and that's how they find themselves in this semifinal. Kyler Collier at the dish. The first pitch is popped foul, 0-1. Collier is without an at-bat. He has walked twice today and scored a run once. He was the lone run that has scored for NBC in this ball game. The 0-1 from Bartroff on the way. It is sliced foul down the right field line, 0-2. Big lead off of first from Martin. Ball and 2 strikes. That is lifted into right field. Going back a few steps is Jeff Glass. Under it now to make the catch, but tagging from second is Stemkowski. The throw is late. He dives in safely. So staying at first was Marin. Collier with the fly out to right as Stemkowski moves to third. Runners at the corners and 1 away for Caven Winters, the biggest at-bat of the ball game thus far, as Nelson Baseball Club looking to take a late lead in this ball game. Bartroff toes the rubber, checks the runner at third, and here's the pitch. No, it's a move over to first. Dangerous move, and it's happened a few times in this tournament where a pitcher will move over to first with runners at the corners. The runner at third just scores, whether it be an error or a good jump. So the runner at third is the one that matters. Showing bunt, and a throw down to second is going to skip away from the shortstop, Patterson. That's going to score Stemkowski, and the Nelson Baseball Club takes a late 2-1 lead. First error of the game for Kelso Premier, and Nelson takes a 2-1 lead. Batting now still is Caven Winters. And unsure about what's happening out at second base as everyone's filling up on some water. They've had to dig out second base and replace it a couple of times in this tournament, a few times today even. But our officials crew has worked hard today. Head by Joel Woodley, who is I believe he's been the first base umpire tonight. I see him out there at second. Yeah, he's been the first base umpire this evening. So it looks like we're about ready to go, as it's going to be Caven Winters, left-handed bat. He's going to take ball 2. 1-1. That is fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes, or 1 ball, 2 strikes for Caven Winters. Runner at second is Tristan Martin. Nelson Baseball Club has taken a late lead here. See if Winters can knock in an insurance run, standing out there at second. The pitch. That is lifted to the sky to right field. That's going to be out of play, foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes as Winters was just a bit out in front. After Winters, Aiden Ramsey to get a crack at things for the Nelson Baseball Club. Patterson set. The 1-2 pitch is lifted, shallow left field. Coming in is Daxton Thomas, and that one's going to drop for a base hit. But Tristan Martin having to stay put at second, as he was tagging just in case, but will end up staying there. So all things considered, it doesn't hurt Kelso too bad just yet. But now the cleanup hitter, Aiden Ramsey, to bat. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI in tonight's ball game. 91st pitch of the night coming up for for Bartroff. The delivery is fouled back. 0-1. Winner of tonight's ball game plays here tomorrow at noon against the Klamath Falls Falcons for the Pacific Northwest Regional Championship. And we'll be back at noon on mybasin.com. Here's the 0-1. It is a high fly ball deep to center field. Under it now is Francis. Tagging from second is Marin, and a bullet throw from center field holds him at second. A great throw by Francis in center. Brings up Lathan Fitch, who is 0 for 2 today. Runner moving to third. That's Marin. The throw is going to skip away and into left field. Marin making a break for the plate, and he's going to score. The runner comes in to score, makes it now a 3-1 ball game. Runner advancing to second is Winters, and a 1-0 count to Fitch. That one is popped up. Could be playable in foul territory down the first base side. And that one is going to drop foul. Ball and a strike. The count to Fitch. The lefty, Bartroff, comes set with his 95th pitch of the evening. Here it is. Called a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Fitch down in the count now, 2-2. Big lead off a second from Winters. Fitch stands in for the 2-2. Taken high for ball 3. Bottom of the 6th inning, and NBC leads 3-1. The full count pitch on the way. That's going to miss, and a walk for Fitch. Puts runners at first and second for Caden Schultz. And it looks to be like they're going to let Bartroff go his distance. Capped at 105 pitches. He's at 98 right now. No one up in the Kelso bullpen. Here's the pitch to Schultz. Almost came in and hit him. 1-0. The count to Schultz. That was pitch number 100 for Bartroff. Here's the 2-0. That is hit high. It's hit deep to left field, and that one is gone. A 3-run home run for Caden Schultz. Puts NBC up 6-1. A 3-run jack to left center field gives NBC a 6-1 lead. At 101 pitches, this is the end for Patrick Bartroff, who gave it his all tonight. And now it's going to be up to his offense to try to cling on in the top of the 7th after an out is recorded by the new pitcher. We'll get you the changes after this as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Regional at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
So we're back in the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher is Owen Combs for Kelso Premier. Up against Rogan Stanley, the pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Close the book on Bartroff tonight. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 runs, each of them earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3, but that does not tell the whole tale of Patrick Bartroff tonight. The 0-2 is fouled back. Bartroff had a no-hitter going through 4. Got into a little bit of trouble here in the 5th inning, and a 3-run home run pushed the final few runs across. But he pitched his heart out tonight, got to 102 pitches, and he's on the hook for the loss. Owen Combs looking for the strikeout pitch, and he gets it. Strike 3, swing and a miss by Rogan Stanley as we go now to the top half of the 7th. Kelso Premier looking to close things out against, NBC looking to close things out against Kelso Premier when we return as we continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Baseball Pacific Northwest Regional Tournament at Kiger Stadium on my.com.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quatrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
New pitcher coming in for the Nelson Baseball Club is going to be Caden Schultz. He comes in relief of Aiden Ramsey, who went 6 complete, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, walked 2, and struck out 6. Looking to get the final 3 outs as his team leads 6-1. Due up this half inning for Kelso, it's Patrick Bartroff, Jeff Glass, and J.C. Francis. Bartroff behind in the count, 0-2. Schultz, the right-hander, ready to deliver the pitch. That is a ground ball down the third base line and into left field for a leadoff single. Bartroff taking a big turnaround first, headed for second. The throw is going to be late, and Bartroff in with a leadoff double. Aiden Moore going to come in and run for Patrick Bartroff. And no, they can't courtesy run for him because he's not pitching anymore. Jeff Glass batting now with a runner in scoring position, but right now the goal just has to be base runners for Kelso. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2 to Jeff Glass, who's 0 for 2 today. He has struck out once. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Glass goes down on strikes for the first out this inning. That's going to bring up J.C. Francis. Runner at second is Patrick Bartroff. The Kelso Premier trail 6-1 to NBC. Here's the pitch. That is popped foul out of play, 0-1. One the count to Francis, looking down as Schultz, gathering the sign from Gould, and he steps off. Been a great day of baseball here at Kiger. So we are a couple outs away from deciding our other finalist of this tournament. It's NBC. If they hold on to win with this 5-run advantage, they will play Klamath Falls tomorrow at noon, but still 2 outs to get. And J.C. Francis in a 1-1 count. Fouled back, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, the count to Francis. Schultz stares in, comes set. Here's the delivery. That one misses in, a good block by Gould, and no runners advancing. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Francis. All right, we got the baseball swapped. Now we're ready for the 2-2 to J.C. Francis. Swung on and missed, and Francis down on strikes for out number 2. Now, NBC just 1 out away from booking a ticket to the finals tomorrow against Klamath Falls. Isaac Lemons, the last thing standing in the way of that dream. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. The pitch. Taken for strike 2. A great fastball graces the outer third. Couple of step lead off a second by Bartroff. The 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Looked to be the slider from Schultz. Lemons held up in time. He started firing those hips. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And the Nelson Baseball Club are headed to the finals tomorrow to play Klamath Falls with a 6-1 victory over Kelso Premier. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll reset this game for you and send you on your way. 6-1 the final. NBC victors at 4 of the Pacific Northwest Babe Ruth Regional Tournament at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Final score this evening from Kiger Stadium, 6-1, and the Nelson Baseball Club are headed to the finals with a 6-run, 5-hit, 1-error effort against Kelso, who had 1 run on 5 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher this evening is going to be Aiden Ramsey, who pitched 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 6. The losing pitcher, although not without a valiant effort, was Patrick Bartroff, who pitched 5 2/3, 5 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Patrick Bartroff had an immaculate tournament. Had a no-hitter going through 4 innings today, had a no-hitter going through 4 innings in the first game of the tournament. He is headed for the United States Air Force Academy, and can't say enough about that young man who pitched his heart out all the way to 102 pitches until it was finally a 3-run home run that took him off the mound from Caden Schultz in the bottom of the 6th inning. And then Nelson Baseball Club slammed the door in the top of the 7th. They're heading to play Klamath tomorrow. A pair of undefeated teams will meet here at noon, and we'll continue our coverage of the Babe Ruth Pacific Northwest Baseball Tournament at Kiger Stadium on mybasin.com. Hope to see you out here, and I hope to see you tuned into the live stream on mybasin.com tomorrow starting at noon. This is Josh Eldridge saying good night from Kiger.